Okay, everyone, I have a big announcement. This man is gay and European. Hi, everyone, welcome or welcome back to Gavin Reads It All. In today's video, I am sharing something that is a little bit scary, but also really exciting. Like, I'm so excited for the next step, but it's scary because change is scary. And I am going to be talking about Patreon and channel memberships. So that's what I'm talking about in today's video. If this is not really something you're interested in, that's absolutely fine. Thank you so much for being here. But if I could just take several minutes of your time, I would love to tell you about my new channel memberships, my new YouTube channel memberships. So I am going to be ending my Patreon after 5 years. I will be ending it. It's coming to a dramatic conclusion, and why I'm so thankful for that platform to allow people to be able to support me, which has been incredible. It's been life-changing. Honestly, Patreon for the last 5 years has been so incredibly life-changing. Thank you so much to every single person who's ever joined Patreon, even if it was for a day, a month, a year, anything. Honestly, thank you so much. And a huge thank you as well to the people who are still there and already as well for this changeover. Yeah, definitely scary because I believe it was maybe July, I want to say June or July 2020, I started Patreon. And now 5 and a bit years later, I'm closing it. Patreon is not the easiest platform to use. It is like a totally separate thing. And so a lot of the perks and things that I offer on Patreon is on a totally different app, a totally different system. And the links to like live shows and early access videos, all of that has to be shared there to like bring people back to YouTube to watch them on there. And it's just like a whole mess, honestly. So I really just want to cut the middleman, aka Patreon, and just focus on YouTube and building up YouTube and the YouTube memberships, which honestly I have done before. A couple of years ago, I did a one-piece YouTube channel membership, and it was the smoothest thing ever. It was so easy to use. It was great. Yes, they do take a cut of the money, but honestly, so does Patreon. So does like everywhere, really. So like, you know, what am I going to do? I would rather it be easier for you guys, for my existing patrons and the patrons who have moved on to channel memberships, to the new people who have joined with the channel memberships after I revealed it yesterday, or well, 2 days ago now when the video goes up, in my community page and on Instagram. It's going to be so much easier now. So say goodbye to Patreon. It was nice knowing you. And I'm saying hello to the YouTube memberships. What does that mean? What does that entail? What are you offering, Gav? Well, firstly, I want to say, if you are like watching this video and you are watching it on your like iPhone, for instance, and you see that join button next to my name, don't click it. Before you click the join button, I have a warning. Before the sun sets on the third day. Don't join using the iPhone app. If you have an Android, that should be absolutely fine. But do not join with a join button using an iPhone, because Apple bumps the price up and takes that money, like that extra money. They keep it all to themselves. So my channel membership is going to be $4.99. That's in GBP and USD. It might be a little bit different in other countries as well with the conversion and stuff. I'm not sure, but it should be $4.99 GBP USD. So if it says $5.99 or $6.99 or anything higher than that, that is Apple trying to get more money off you. Do not click it. Do not do it. If you would like to join and you are using an iPhone, I would recommend going onto your computer and joining through a web browser. So that way you get the actual price of the membership and Apple isn't forcing you to pay more and take all that money. So yes, web browser all the way. Android users should be fine, but iPhones, honestly, Apple, am I right? On Patreon, I had 5 tiers. I'm just going to use, GBP, Great British Pounds, because that's where I live. But for example, I did have 5 tiers on Patreon. I had a £1, a £3, a £5, a £7.50, and a £10 per month tier. My channel memberships, I'm just going to do one tier, and it's going to be $4.99, and that's going to include everything. Absolutely everything. There is not going to be any like levels. Everything is just going to be in the one place for the one price. And I am so happy that I'm going to be doing that, because I do feel bad when I'm offering things for more money. And I feel like everyone should just be able to have access to it. And I know like $4.99 as well is not like the cheapest price either. So please do only join if you possibly can, like if you are financially able to. I know you are paying for like Netflix or Disney Plus or your streaming services and your bills. You got bills every single month. And I'm doing this before Christmas and New Year and the tax year as well. Oh my gosh, like why am I doing this right now? Why am I doing this right now? Look, I'm a dumbass, okay? And sometimes I do not think things through. However, I will say I have wanted to change back over to channel memberships for years, absolute years. And I really needed to kick up the butt to do that, because I just think this is going to be so much easier, so much better to use. So what was I saying again? What was my train of thought before? Yeah, I felt bad that, there would be people pledging like £3 a month, not being able to access the things that the £5 a month, the £10 a month, the £750 a month were accessing. So just one price. one price for everything, and that is going to include everything. So pretty much everything that I offered over on Patreon, I will offer on channel membership. So what are those things? What are those perks that I'm offering? Well, firstly, I freaking love the loyalty badges that appear next to your name on YouTube. So in the live chat and in the comments of my videos, you will have like a badge next to your name, almost like a verified tick mark. And for my channel memberships, it is going to be a portion bottle next to your name. And over the months and the first year of being a member, that portion bottle will change color. And then after a certain amount of time, that portion bottle will transform into books, and you'll have different color books the more years that you are part of the membership. So I feel like that's like a pretty fun little thing. I love the badges. I love the badges so much. My channel members will also get custom emojis. I am going to be commissioning somebody to make, well, I can only start with 4 custom emojis. I want to do an Ash emoji, a Turbo emoji, a Slagatha emoji, and a Sister Gavina emoji. In the more members that I get, the longer I'm part of the memberships, then I will be able to unlock more custom emojis and offer more throughout the years as well. So as a member, you should be able to use them in the live chats. I think you can also use them in the comments of the YouTube videos as well. So I feel like that's a pretty cool little perk as well. I will also continue doing my weekly reading sprints. So every Tuesday I do go live for reading sprints, and I am in GMT. That is my time zone. So I usually go from 4 p.m. GMT to 10 p.m. GMT, and that will be about 11 a.m. EST to 5 p.m. EST. So obviously that's not everyone's time zone. So like time zones are finicky, but I also know that people work through the week as well. Not everyone, but a lot of people do work through the week. So I do try and at least do one reading sprint per month on the weekend. And I do live shows pretty much like every Sunday as well. So when I do all the live shows, you can also use those as reading sprints depending on what it is. And if you just want to like partake in some things, like I'm constantly live. I'm usually live like 3 to 4 times a week. There are also monthly movie nights that I do, and we watch a whole range of movies, and we have done over the last 5 years. And with December coming up, we will obviously be ramping up the Christmas movies. Usually we maybe do like 1 or 2 movie nights a month. In December, I think I have 3, but I may end up putting in a couple more so that we can watch some more like festive films and stuff. And then, you know, like we kind of change it up every month. Yeah, we do monthly movie nights, sometimes more than once. There's also the true crime and wine nights. We do those at least once a month as well, and they're always a great time. You don't have to drink wine as well, by the way. If you are not a drinker, you can absolutely drink whatever you want. No pressure, genuinely no pressure. So we do pick a true crime documentary and we watch that. It depends on when we're doing it. Sometimes we do it on a Friday night, sometimes we do it on a Saturday night, sometimes we do it on a Sunday night. But I usually keep the true crime and wine nights for the weekend. Could you imagine drinking wine through the week? Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. I have also just started doing monthly TV show taste tests. So I did used to do watch-alongs for like Charmed Once Upon a Time, and they would last months, and sometimes up to 2 years. But now we are doing TV show taste tests. So we are watching the first 3 episodes of a TV show that is voted for by members. And we did just do the first 3 episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer quite recently, and that was our very first TV show taste test, and we had a blast. So we will be doing that at least once a month as well. I also have a bi-monthly book club too. We are doing the Second Death of Locke for December. I am carrying that over from Patreon, so that's why there's not as much, you know, of a heads up on what the book club is for December. But I obviously will be giving you way more notice in the future for future book clubs. So yeah, those will be every 2 months. Also, every 3 months, we do a Christie Crime Solve Along. What those entail is I get Slagatha back out, and we read most of an Agatha Christie book, and we stop reading the chapter before the killer is revealed. And then we do a live show, and we gather up all of our evidence. We talk about our evidence, all of the clues, who we think it is, and then we do a reading sprint during the live show. We read the rest of the book, we find out who the killer is, and then we put the killer behind bars. We get justice, and it's a great time. It's a great time. So yeah, those will be like every 3 months. So yeah, members will also be voting for which Agatha Christie book we do. And again, I'm still rolling over things from Patreon as I phase it out. So we are doing Cards on the Table in January, and we will be having our live show for it at the very start of February. So you have at least some more time to join in on that one as well. In December's book club pick as well is Snow and Rose by Emily Winfield Martin, I believe her name is. But that will be like properly announced on the membership as well. So people will have more time to read it, and the live show for that will be at the start of January. So yes, lots and lots of book clubs. Members will also have a lot of power when it comes to polls for like my future TBR, for the movie nights, true crime and wine nights, book clubs, things like that. There's a lot of power that my members will have. There is a Discord as well where I will be posting the link for that on the membership too. I will also be doing early access to most, if not all, of my videos. A lot of these early access videos are usually 2 days or more early access, but sometimes they can be like 5 months. So when I'm doing vlogs of Halloween and I'm filming that through the year, I will be doing the early access as soon as the video is done, essentially. So I did that with Jamaica Inn. I uploaded the early access for that in June, and the video didn't go out until like the end of September. I am going to be starting filming my vlogs of Halloween in March this coming year, and the first video is probably going to be the most epic video I've ever done. If I do say so myself, it's going to be amazing. So yeah, I'll be finishing that video in March. So members will be getting that in March, and it won't be coming out, you know, on YouTube until September. So there's quite a big margin when it comes to the early access videos. And again, like all of these videos will be coming out for free on YouTube eventually. Don't worry. Nothing will be behind the paywall. I may do like very short behind the scenes videos for members that will be members only. You know, on DVDs where there's like a little behind the scenes featurette. I might do like little like 10-20 minute videos of just like what goes into making the videos and, you know, like stuff like that. So they might be members exclusive, but my actual main booktube videos will still be going out. So yeah, nothing will be behind a paywall in that regard. Patreon as well up to this point has really helped me keep my channel sponsor free. I haven't had to take any sponsorships, and honestly I hate taking sponsorships to be honest, but I haven't had to take any sponsorships over the last couple of years thanks to Patreon. So that again is like something that when you join my membership, I will be using that money to like go back into my channel other times. I'll be booking haunted locations or just like doing some crazy vlog ideas and things like that. It really will help me and my channel to grow and to keep my channel sponsor free, unless everything crashes and burns with this changeover and I have to take sponsorships because I have no choice. But other than that, my channel should remain sponsor free. And all of that was for the price of $4.99. Again, I would have loved to have made it cheaper. I would. YouTube takes a cut. I'm going to take a huge hit getting rid of my higher tiers on Patreon. And I do just want to have that one price to encompass everything so that everyone who joins will get everything, you know? So hopefully that sounds good. Hopefully the price is doable. And again, like if the price is not doable, you do not have to join. Like seriously, no pressure whatsoever. Only join if you are financially able to and you would like to support me financially. That's absolutely fine. You can continue supporting me by watching my videos, liking my videos, keeping yourself subscribed. You can absolutely still support me that way. It means the absolute world to me that you already do that, so thank you so much. But if you are able to, then yeah, the channel memberships are open. Run, don't walk. There will be more updates and things as well. I might end up adding things, and sometimes I'm just like, you know what, let's go live in 5, and we might end up doing some like spontaneous live shows, some spontaneous sprints, maybe some like craft nights, puzzle nights, things like that would be like really fun. So I hope I get to see you over there, but honestly, again, no worries if not. I want to give a huge thank you to every single patron, again, who's ever supported me. Genuinely means the absolute world to me. You guys changed my life so much, and I cannot thank you enough for that. Obviously, I'm terrified of this whole thing changing over. It's really scary, but I feel way more comfortable being able to offer everything at that one price. So hopefully that again is still fine. I'm sure everything will work out fine as well. You know, I'm sure we will get there eventually once we really get into the swing of things and the membership has like completely taken over from Patreon. So I am still doing this week, the last week of November, I am still, you know, doing the Patreon content while sharing it with the YouTube memberships, so that as soon as December 1st hits, boom, everything's members only. But I am phasing out Patreon this week, closing it this week, and then yeah, everything is going to be changed over to the memberships. So again, I appreciate you all so much. I probably rambled maybe a little bit too much. I have probably forgotten some things. So if you have any questions, please do let me know down below. I will be very happy to answer any questions you might have. Again, while it's really convenient that there is a join button on your YouTube app if you're on an iPhone, so convenient that's right there. Don't click it. Use a web browser. Do not pay more when you do not need to pay more. Do not give Apple any more money should don't need it. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you over at the channel memberships. Bye.